Hi everyone, welcome back to our new nutritional video series featuring Ashley Harris, our registered dietitian. I'm Brandon Kimbrough from the Healthy Columbus program, here with our intern, Jackie Coons, and our main man from Front Street Fitness, Pat Schick. And Ashley, go ahead, take it away.
So today we are here to talk about tasting the rainbow. So I've recruited some helpers to come in. I'm going to make them play a fun little game. But first I just want to ask you guys, what does tasting the rainbow mean?
Skittles!
Oh. Wow. Alright, so when I say eat the rainbow, Pat, what do you think it means?
I would imagine it's eating healthy food.
You're a smart one. So when I talk about eating the rainbow or tasting the rainbow, really what I'm talking about is getting in a variety of food colors each day. Now this doesn't mean Skittles. I'm actually talking about plant foods. And all foods that come from plants have the ability to heal. We actually have a webinar if you want to go into some more detail on the Healthy Columbus website, Food Be Thy Medicine. But today I just want to focus in on the colors. And so the reason why we focus on the colors is that really what we're looking at is the phytochemicals that are in the foods. Now, have you guys heard that word before?
Yes.
Awesome. For those of you who may not have heard it, basically what phytochemicals are is they're naturally occurring plant chemicals. They are in every single plant, and there can be hundreds within a certain plant. And they give the plants things like color, smell, taste, a lot of their unique characteristics. Now what's really neat about phytochemicals is we are kind of on the tip of the iceberg learning about them, and what we found is they have tons of health benefiting properties. Everything from cancer fighting to improving memory, reducing risk for heart disease and diabetes. We're learning more and more every day. Now, because the color of a plant comes from the phytochemical, and because they work in slightly different ways, a really nice generalization to make sure that you're maximizing your benefits is to eat a rainbow each day. Yeah, but if you get a red, an orange, and a yellow, you're kind of coming at your health from a lot of different angles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so today I have a game that we're going to play.
Game.
And I have associated some health benefits with a color.
Okay.
And just to throw it out there, it's much more complex than this.
Okay.
There's a lot of overlap, there's a lot of more details, but we're going to break it down, make it simple. So each of you have a note card with 3 health benefits listed on there. I want you to read them aloud to everyone, and then I want you to guess which color you think that's associated with. And you guys at home can guess too. So, who wants to start?
I'll go.
All right.
All right. Lowers cholesterol and blood pressure, keeps our bones strong and healthy, and helps fight cancer, especially stomach cancer.
Yes.
I'm going to say orange.
Orange? Okay.
I was
Yes.
thinking yellow.
So this one is actually a little bit of a trick one. I'm talking
All
about,
of them.
you could say all of them, white and tan. So
That's
we
not-
forget that white is a color too. And a lot of those vegetables, if you think of cauliflower or onions or garlic, they have those aromatics. So it's not necessarily the color, but kind of that smell that goes with
Gotcha.
it. And allicin is actually the phytochemical that gives garlic and onions that potent smell when you cut it up.
Gives you the tears.
When you cut up, yep, exactly. And just kind of a little trick, if you're ever cooking with garlic, what you want to do is chop it up beforehand and set it aside. That cancer-fighting phytochemical in there, allicin, it actually needs to rupture the cell walls to become active, but that's not heat stable. But once it sits for 10 minutes, it becomes heat stable. So whenever I'm cooking, I chop the garlic first, set it aside, do everything else, then I can throw it in the pan, and I've retained all of those cancer-fighting benefits.
Great tip.
Yeah.
Good to know.
All right, who's next?
All right.
I guess that's me.
All right.
So my color can help you decrease inflammation and help prevent cancer. Keeps our immune system strong and helps heal and keep our skin healthy. And is good for vision to help us see at night.
Yeah. Interesting.
What are you thinking?
I'm going orange because carrots are good for your vision and this is good for vision.
Yeah, it's a good guess.
Is it orange? Pat?
I have no idea.
It's orange.
Winner, winner,
Yes.
chicken dinner!
First point goes to Jackie.
Girls are gonna walk out of here with the win, Pat. We gotta step it up.
Yep. And just to point out something, so beta carotene is what gives carrots and sweet potatoes and those things that bright orange color. And that actually falls under a family of phytochemicals that we call carotenoids. And all carotenoids can help decrease inflammation and fight cancer. And so that's going to be anything that's red, orange, yellow, or dark green. But one thing about carotenoids, you actually need some fat to absorb them. So if you do a nice big salad, spinach and carrots and tomatoes and bright colors, and you have your fat-free dressing on there, you're actually missing out on a lot of those health benefits. So using real dressing or throwing some nuts or avocado would be a good choice with that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Good to know. Okay, my turn. My turn. So this color protects our eyes by preventing cataracts and slows down the related, what do we call it? Macular degeneration?
Yeah.
So when your eyes worsen with
Yeah,
age?
just, over time as we get older, our eyes get worse. And
Okay.
we call that macular
So
degeneration.
slows that down, that's good. Contains folic acid, which is important for healthy babies. Neural tube defects, all kinds of things associated with low folic acid in your diet. Keeps our bones, teeth, and nails strong and prevents blood clots. Oh boy, you gave me the doozy one here.
I know.
Green.
You're right, we've got a tie.
Nice.
So the green things, the lutein is a phytochemical that we find in green leafy vegetables. That's the one that we really associate with eye health. And one study showed that people who ate spinach 3 times a week, it actually decreased their risk of getting macular degeneration by 43%.
Wow.
So throwing it in there, in your eggs and your smoothies.
Like
kind of
Popeye had so much, right?
Right? Yep.
I love that cartoon.
Exactly.
Sorry.
All right.
Alright. Helps us age gracefully by improving our memory and keeping our skin looking healthy. Reduces blood pressure and lowering the risk of stroke and heart disease. And helps fight cancer, especially those found in the GI tract, mouth, esophagus, and the colon.
Now, if you get this wrong, based on the talk we just had,
Blue purple.
yes.
There it is.
All right, we have a 3-way tie going on.
Oh,
So those berries, that blue, that purple color, it comes from a phytochemical we call anthocyanins. What Pat and I were talking, there's a lot of research going on, even at Ohio State, looking at the cancer-fighting benefits of berries, and just really linking it to that brain health and that memory. One study that looked at older adults that had started some age-related, dementia, memory decline, they were given blueberry juice for 12 weeks. And all of those in the group that got the blueberry juice saw improvements in their memory, but also their ability to learn new things.
Wow.
And the test was kind of a marker that they use for Alzheimer's and dementia. So we do see some improvements with that.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, one more, right?
Alright, here's my chance to pull out the
Last
lead.
one.
Yes.
Okay, keeps our heart healthy, decreases the risk of stroke.
Sorry.
It's good for the urinary tract health and helps prevent and fight cancer, especially prostate and breast cancer. I'm gonna go with the reds.
I knew
I mean,
that
since
one.
it's the only color, good call.
Golly,
Yes.
As soon
good
as
call.
I heard heart health, I threw it because I knew we were out. We had no chance of winning.
Yep. So reds actually get their color from a phytochemical we call lycopene. And one of the exciting things that we're looking at with lycopene is it's really potent in fighting prostate cancer. And so when we've looked at population studies, men who have higher consumption of fresh tomatoes and tomato products have lower risk of developing prostate cancer. And then when we looked at men who already had prostate cancer, and they did an intervention where every day they ate tomato sauce. And after 3 weeks, they tested their PSA levels and compared it to before they started the intervention. And PSA is just an easy marker of prostate cancer, and they declined in all of them. So, not only does it prevent, we think it might have some ability to fight.
Okay.
Now, one thing about tomatoes, that lycopene, we actually absorb it and utilize it better in the body when it's cooked. So, tomato juice, tomato sauce, those types of things. Now, it crushes the vitamin C in there. So, with all nutrients, it's kind of a give and take which ones we want to do cooked and raw and what you're looking for. But if you're really trying to maximize that prostate cancer fighting benefits, you might want to go with it cooked.
Good.
Interesting.
Good to know. All right,
Yes.
so you brought a bunch of stuff for
Yes.
us today. All sorts of different colors, all sorts of different types of colors.
Yes.
So I guess maybe time to dive into some of what this is.
Yeah, so I just want to give some tips and talk about what I brought here today. First, I have a smoothie, and this blueberry smoothie, I made it with blueberries, obviously. There's pineapple in there with that yellow color, and believe it or not, there's a cup of spinach in there. So having a smoothie at the start of the day is a great way to sneak in fruits, but also vegetables, and especially if you're not into eating greens and spinach, you can kind of get it in that way. I also like to start the day with eggs. I cut up a bunch of veggies, and I'll do this beforehand. I saute them, put them in the fridge, and it's kind of whatever I have. Peppers, onions, mushrooms, spinach, the like. And then in the morning, I take that a scoop, throw it in the pan, put my 2 eggs, put a little cheese, You know, my meal has gone from this big to this big.
Absolutely.
And it's full of nutrients, colors, and I get to eat a lot more. So
Nice.
I like that one. I also brought some fresh fruit. So, excuse me, adding fruit to either cereal or oatmeal is a great way, throwing berries in. But I like to just have it out. You know, if it is out, we've kind of been snacking on this in here while we're waiting to do the video. You're much more likely to grab a little cutie, grab some grapes. You can stick it in with your lunches. It just makes for an easy snack. Put it on the counter. I bet your kids will grab and go with it. Same thing, I like to keep cut up vegetables. Washed, cut up, ready to go. So I like to throw them in as sides for lunches. You know, or you can put them on snacks. You can do carrots, peppers, cucumbers, and the like. I also like to use them as a dip, or with a dip. So I'll put it in salsa, guacamole, black bean dip, hummus, you know, anything, kind of replace the chips with that.
Yeah.
Also keeping these just kind of cut up and on hand just makes it really nice to saute up and put with a dinner. So, you know, you can easily make fajitas with these peppers. You know, you can chop them up and throw them in a soup, a chili, a casserole. And this is also where I like to use frozen vegetables. I keep those on hand just to add to those kind of meals that it's easy. So the soups, the chilies, the casseroles, or it's a really easy side. You pop it in the microwave, takes 2 seconds, you have no excuse, and it's not gonna go bad if you don't use it right away.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep. Another way that you can do it is making it fun. So I have some veggie kebabs. So you can do this in the summer, you can do it in the winter too. You know, you can throw this in the oven, you can kind of even cook them outside on the grill. If you want, you can throw some meat in there, but look at all these beautiful colors and it will get that nice grilled
That's the
taste.
rainbow.
Yeah, that's the rainbow right
everyone
there.
we talked about.
Yep. You can also do it with fruit as a
Okay.
little dessert. And I also like to use fruit as a dessert, either kind of as the base of my dessert. So I'll put berries or sliced bananas, top it with a little Greek yogurt or frozen yogurt, granola or chocolate chips. You know, make it fun, but you're really getting that colorful fruit in there. Or I'll even bake it. So I will put apples or pears in the oven, sprinkle it with a little cinnamon and brown sugar. It makes for a great dessert. And last, I didn't want to forget, I brought in edamame, corn, and tomato salad. And this is just a great side salad. You can have it by itself as a lunch. You know, you can throw it on the side. But keeping stuff like this in my fridge, I will pack this up and take it to lunch as my snack during the week. And it's tons of colors in there. I like to add balsamic vinegar, a little salt and olive oil, but you can kind of flavor it up however you like.
Yeah, I've been eyeballing that.
And these are just a handful of some of the great ways to get it in. We do have, coming out with this video, you should get a handout with just more tips, and as well as some handouts talking about the color benefits. But, you know, really, we just wanted to just kind of drive home to you today. You know, we hear eat the rainbow, taste the rainbow, but why it is so important and how so many benefits we can get, and significant ones, you know, cancer fighting, eye health, just from sneaking a couple of these in each day.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are all very important. I think, you know, I personally love to do the smoothie thing. I'm a huge fan of smoothies. I love to throw protein in there. I love to throw, I'm not a huge greens guy, so I mix it with the smoothie so it's a little bit easier
Sneak
for me.
it
I
in
don't
there.
know it's in there,
Exactly.
you know what I mean, that kind of thing. So all great tips, super helpful, super helpful. Hopefully you guys got a lot out of this video as well, had a little fun. Maybe you scored higher than Jackie and Pat and I. She's the winner today. She'll get to take the edamame salad home with her. So she's the big winner as well as you guys at home. But thank you for the support on the first 2 videos. We've heard nothing but great things. Obviously why we're continuing to pump these out and have fun with them. Just coming up in the next month or so, we're going to do one on nutrition for the athlete. Pat, you want to talk a little bit maybe about what that is?
Nope.
Nope.
Just wait for it.
You
It's
just
going to be a
gotta watch.
surprise. Yeah.
Just no trailer, no sneak peek. But yeah, so be on the lookout. Nutrition for the athlete coming up next month, as well as a National Nutrition Month kind of initiative, if you will, where we're going to do some smaller, shorter videos on every Friday where you guys send us some questions, which please send me some more questions. I got like 5. Give me some more. We're trying to do some for the whole month. Send us questions. Pat and Ashley will sit down, answer them all real rapid fire, real fun
Keeping it very
style.
real. Keeping it real
It'll be
legit
really
with
fun,
that.
so-
Quick and dirty answers,
Yeah, definitely send us in all that stuff, and feel free to reach out to me, Jackie, all of us, if you have any more questions, anything about Healthy Columbus, anything about nutrition, obviously exercise, we got you covered, so
Yes.
just get a hold of us. With that, I think, unless you guys had anything else, I think we're good.
That's it.
So, well, thank you. Until next time.
Thank you.